Hello, in today's video I'd like to discuss the topic of women that have guy friends. Now, before I get into it, I'll just say that this can also happen with the other gender as well. It can happen with guys having women friends, so it's not necessarily gender specific, but the thing is, I don't believe it's right and normal for somebody to have friends of the opposite sex. Now, there's nothing necessarily wrong with having friends of the opposite sex. What I'm talking about is spending one-on-one time with them, say in person, going out places with them and spending alone time with them. Now, that in itself is a red flag. Now, if their partner is not aware of it, then that's an even more of a red flag. That's a huge red flag. So the thing is, human nature is, you have to, really wonder what the intention is. If somebody, say if there's a woman and she has a boyfriend and this male friend wants to hang out with her, and let's presume that he knows about her boyfriend, why on earth would he want to hang out with a girl that has a boyfriend already? Is there intentions that he has? Is he secretly hoping that she will become his boyfriend? Or if there was an opportunity for that, would he make a pass at her? Is there going to be a moment between them? It's just, I don't see it as being normal. And, someone that's in a healthy, loving relationship wouldn't even dream of going there. And so, it's just not normal. And all the healthy relationships that I know of, that doesn't happen. And it's a code of ethics. It's something that people wouldn't do. They wouldn't go there. So, but the ones that try to brush it off and say, "Oh, you're just being insecure," that's quite concerning as well, because there's no need to have such interactions with somebody one-on-one. It should be your partner that is exclusive, and it's just not something that I would find to be something that you would even consider, because I'm a loyalist. I've always been loyal in every relationship I've been in. I never have cheated on anyone, and I will never cheat on anyone in the future either. So another thing that I'll add to this is that if this so-called friend of theirs is an ex, that's an even bigger red flag. Because why would you want to hang around with your ex? Now, if it's someone that they've had children with, then that's one thing, because you have to have interactions with them having children. But if there's no children involved, then that's a major red flag, because you'd have to ask the question, are they really over that person? What's the drawing? Why are they disrespecting your relationship by being in such contact with an ex, for example? Now, on that, I'll just tell you a quick story. I know of someone where their girlfriend at the time was having interactions with their ex, even to the point of, and of course it was all platonic, so that's what they assured them. But the thing is, they were even going on lunch dates with them, and the boyfriend didn't even know about it until after the event. So that's another red flag, major red flag. Yeah, and I don't want to go repeating myself, but basically, any interactions with an opposite sex member while you're in a relationship is just, it's to be avoided, I believe. Now, this is just not my isolated opinion, because people might throw out, oh, you're just being insecure, but no, it's not about insecurity, it's about the order of things, and it just doesn't happen in healthy relationships at all. When it's a respect thing. It's just the way it is. You just don't do it. Now, this is not just my opinion. I have seen many videos on the same topic where they're in agreement with what I'm saying, and a lot of them are actually women that say this. So it's just, it should be a universal ethical standard, but unfortunately it's not. So I'm just saying that if you with somebody, or in the future, and they want to have male friends, and if you're a girl and your boyfriend or whatever wants to have female friends, and just be very, very cautious, because it's just normal people don't do that. I strongly believe that it's not normal, and it's dodgy, and you might even have to have a conversation about it, because it's just very, very, very wary. And thankfully I have people that I've spoken to about this in person, in real life, friends of mine, and they're all in agreement with this, male and female. I'll close up by reiterating, normal people do not conduct themselves in a relationship in this manner. Anyway, that's all I'll say. Thank you. You have a great day. Bye.